planting trees, you feel me? We're going green out here, you feel me? You did what I'm saying, man?
You go.
Like
You see how he put his eye now? You see how he put his eye now? Yeah. We gotta see the rest of the team. You can't just see my beautiful face all day. You know,
their service, planting these trees right in front of the facility, making our mark. Leaving our mark. For 200 years, they're gonna be standing.
In Eugene, we love our bike paths. With over 45 miles of bike paths.
Excuse me, bike path?
Oh, whoops. With over 45 miles of paths, there's an option for all of us to get where we're going and enjoy the outdoors at the same time. Have you noticed there's been more and more people and a greater variety of wheeled vehicles on our paths? Like e-bikes, scooters, wheelchairs, skateboards, one-wheels, and more? As more Eugenians choose sustainable forms of transportation in the coming years, we're sure to see our paths get a bit crowded. So how can we keep everyone safe and care for each other out there? Well, first, let's keep speed in mind. Whenever there are other people on the path near you, go a safe and steady 10 to 12 miles per hour. If you're out at a time or location where there's nobody in sight, then you can move a bit faster, but no more than 20 miles per hour. Another helpful thing, keep to your side of the path. Stick to the right and don't use more than your half. If you're walking with a group, be sure to leave room on the left for passing. Oh, and keep your dogs on a short leash of 6 feet or less. It makes everyone safer. There's more we can do too. Let's give one another a heads up when passing by ringing a bell or saying, "Passing on your left." Be sure not to whiz by too close either. Lastly, use lights at night to see and be seen. That's a non-blinking white light up front and a red rear light. It only takes a bit of effort to share our paths safely, so we can all relax, enjoy the scenery, and get where we need to go. See you out there!
Good evening and welcome to the June 10th, 2024 Eugene City Council meeting. Thank you for joining us in this virtual meeting format and bearing with us as we prepare to fully move into our new City Hall, and soon we will be able to welcome you as the public. Anyone wishing to access this meeting can do so by watching the live stream available on our website, the broadcast on Comcast Channel 21, or by following the access instructions listed for this meeting on the city's public webcast and meeting materials web page. And with that, I call this June 10, 2024 meeting of the Eugene City Council to order. And I will begin this meeting with a land acknowledgement. Since time immemorial, the Kalapuya people have been the indigenous stewards to our region, building dynamic communities, maintaining balance with wildlife, and enacting sustainable land practices. This land acknowledgement is a way of resisting the erasure of indigenous histories and of honoring Native communities by inviting truth and reconciliation. Following treaties between 1851 and 1855, Kalapuya people were dispossessed of their indigenous homeland by the United States government and forcibly removed to the Coast Reservation in Western Oregon. As we consider the impacts of colonization, we also acknowledge the strength and resiliency of displaced indigenous people. The city of Eugene is built within the traditional homelands known as Kalapuya Ilahi. Kalapuya descendants are citizens of the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde Community of Oregon and the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians of Oregon. They continue to make contributions in our communities here and across the lands. We express our respect for the inherent political sovereignty of all federally recognized tribal nations and indigenous people who live in the state of Oregon and across the nation. And now, as we do on this occasion every year, in recognition of Flag Day, we will open tonight's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. And I have provided you with a little flag. We are joined by Wayne Morris, a battalion chief for Eugene Springfield Fire. Wayne is a U.S. Army veteran where he worked as a crew chief on a Black Hawk helicopter. During his time in the Army, he deployed on back-to-back tours of duty in Bosnia during the Kosovo War, where he worked with NATO forces and special operations groups to complete missions such as securing and transporting persons indicted for war crimes, security team insertion and extraction, and humanitarian aid. Wayne is currently assigned as Battalion 1, which covers 5 stations in the central areas of Eugene. And Wayne, I will turn to you and thank you for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you for having me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us and for leading us in the pledge.
Thank you.
And thank you for your service. Okay, now we have a few ceremonial matters. I have a few proclamations, so for several significant things. The first is LGBTQ plus Pride Month. Whereas the federal government recognizes the month of June as LGBTQ plus Pride Month, and whereas all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identification, and whereas the city of Eugene recognizes that one of its greatest strengths is the diversity of its community, and whereas the city of Eugene is committed to ensuring diversity, social justice, equality, and mutual respect throughout our community, and whereas, while society at large increasingly supports LGBTQ plus equality, it is essential to acknowledge that the need for education and awareness remains vital to end discrimination and prejudice. And whereas recognizing and celebrating LGBTQ plus Pride Month influences awareness and provides support and advocacy for the City of Eugene LGBTQ plus community, and is an opportunity to take action and engage in conversation to strengthen partnerships, build acceptance, and advance equal rights. Now, therefore, I, Lucy Vennis, Mayor of the City of Eugene, Oregon, do hereby proclaim June 2024 to be Eugene LGBTQ+ Pride Month. And a second proclamation recognizing National Gun Violence Awareness. Whereas this proclamation declares the first Friday in June to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day in the City of Eugene, to honor and remember all victims and survivors of gun violence, and to declare that we as a country must do more to end this public crisis. Whereas every day 120 Americans are killed by gun violence and more than 200 are shot and wounded, with an average of nearly 18,000 gun homicides every year. And whereas Americans are 26 times more likely to die by gun homicide than people in other high-income countries. And whereas Oregon has 600 gun deaths every year, with a rate of 13.3 deaths per 100,000 people, a crisis that costs the state $1,911 per resident each year. Oregon has the 23rd highest rate of gun deaths in the U.S. And whereas gun homicides and assaults are concentrated in cities, with more than half of all firearm-related gun deaths in the nation occurring in 127 cities. And whereas cities across the nation, including Eugene, are working to end the senseless violence with evidence-based solutions. And whereas protecting public safety in the communities they serve is mayor's highest responsibility. And whereas support for the Second Amendment, rights of law-abiding citizens, goes hand in hand with keeping guns away from people with dangerous histories. And whereas mayors and law enforcement officers, in partnership with local violence intervention activists and resources, know their communities best, are the most familiar with local criminal activity and how to address it, and are best positioned to understand how to keep their citizens safe. And whereas gun violence prevention is more important than ever, as we see an increase in firearm homicides and non-fatal shootings across the country, increased calls to domestic violence hotlines, and an increase in city gun violence. And whereas in January 2013, Hadia Pendleton was tragically shot and killed at age 15, and on June 7, 2024, to recognize the 27th birthday of Hadia Pendleton, born June 2, 1997, people across the United States will recognize National Gun Violence Awareness Day and Wear Orange Weekend by wearing orange in tribute to Hadia Pendleton and other victims of gun violence, and to the loved ones of those victims. And whereas the idea was inspired by a group of Hadia's friends who asked their classmates to commemorate her life by wearing orange, they chose this color because hunters wear orange to announce themselves to other hunters when out in the woods, and orange is a color that symbolizes the value of human life. And whereas anyone can join this campaign by pledging to wear orange on June 7th, the first Friday in June 2027, to help raise awareness about gun violence. And whereas by wearing orange on June 7, 2024, Americans will raise awareness about gun violence and honor the lives of gun violence victims and survivors. And whereas we renew our commitment to reduce gun violence and pledge to do all we can to keep firearms out of the hands of people who should not have access to them, and encourage responsible gun ownership to help keep our families and communities safe. Now, therefore, I, Lucy Vennis, Mayor of the City of Eugene, declare the first Friday in June 7, 2024, to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day. I encourage all citizens to support their local community's efforts to prevent the tragic effects of gun violence and of honoring and valuing human lives. I have one more to go. The third proclamation is in honor of Juneteenth. Whereas the United States of America is made up of people from every nation on earth who are declared equal and deserving of the rights of all humankind. And whereas on January 1, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, providing that all persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of a state shall be then thenceforward and forever free. And whereas almost 2.5 years later, on June 19, 1865, news of the Emancipation Proclamation reached southern and southwestern areas of the United States. And whereas the 19th of June, referred to as Juneteenth, commemorates the day that slavery truly ended in the United States and is a day to recognize and honor the culture and achievements of all African Americans. And whereas the City of Eugene is committed to recognizing its history of racial discrimination and inclusion, and whereas the City of Eugene recognizes the importance, value, and impact that cultural events honoring Juneteenth have on creating a sense of belonging for the communities they represent and celebrate. Now, therefore, I, Lucy Venus, Mayor of the City of Eugene, Oregon, do hereby proclaim the 19th of June, 2024 to be Juneteenth in the City of Eugene, Oregon, and urge all residents of Eugene to take this opportunity to learn more about the significance of this day to both African American and United States history. Thank you all for listening to all three of those proclamations. And I encourage you all to participate in Juneteenth next week. So with that, we are ready for committee reports on items of interest. Are there counselors with announcements or reports to offer? Councilor Gross.
Thank you, Mayor. Mine's more a question for the city manager. As we go into the budget process, and I'm asking it here because I know that the budget process is going to move pretty quickly once we get in it. We've been receiving a number of emails from constituents about the library and some of the proposed reductions for that. I don't personally have a very good feel for how we line up with comparable jurisdictions. Is that something that we could receive some information on, maybe for the whole budget committee, just so we know where we stand? And I support the library. I just want to, that's one area I'm just not that familiar with on how we benchmark against other jurisdictions.
Sure, we can get some information in particular on that. Sometimes it's hard to benchmark against other cities because of different service levels, for example, like parks with a number of acreage, things like that. But I think with the library, we can take a quick look. We did some of this work when we were working with the revenue advisors, so we can have the team pull up what we have available.
Great. I'm not looking for an exhaustive search, but just something that kind of gives us an idea. Some of the other areas, at least I have a better feel for how things line up with comparable jurisdictions. But the library, which I value, I think they do a great job. But I just don't have any idea of where we stand in our market.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other counselors with updates, items? Okay, seeing none, we can move on to our first action, approval of resources for housing affordable to low and moderate income people. Do we have a little presentation summary for this at all?
The answer is yes. I was struggling to get all this to work. Yes. So tonight you have an opportunity to approve funds for two proposals submitted in response to the 2024 Affordable Housing Trust Fund request for proposals and gap funds for a development which was previously awarded trust funds in 2022. The proposed funding would support the creation of 88 new affordable housing units and ensure the financial stability of a current development under construction. We have several staff here if you have additional questions.
Okay, great. I guess I'll turn to Councilor Keating to just put a motion on the table.
Thank you, Mayor. Move to approve the use of $528,272 of affordable housing trust funds for Rosa Village by Square One Villages, $428,273 of affordable housing trust funds for the Lucy by Cornerstone Community Housing, and $100,000 of
Matt, we've lost you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Would you like me to repeat the whole?
No, you could. Start at the beginning.
dollars of affordable housing trust funds for Rosa Village by Square One Villages, $428,273 of affordable housing trust funds for the Lucy by Cornerstone Community Housing, and $100,000 of affordable housing trust funds for Williams Place by St. Vincent de Paul of Lane County.
We have a second?
Second.
Okay, and I see Councilor Zelenka and then Councilor Semple with comments.
Yeah, my comment related to, and I sent staff a heads up on this, that I appreciate attachment G, which is the Affordable Housing Trust Fund Advisory Committee's recommendation, but as all it did was say what they recommended. It didn't go through the deliberation or the scoring that they did. There was a piece in the Register Guard that did that, but and then when I went to go look at the website for that meeting, it said it wasn't available. So could staff go through the process that the Affordable Housing Trust Fund went through and share the scoring that they did and why they chose the two projects that they did?
Hi, Councilor Zelenka. My name is Laura Hammond. I work with the community development as the housing tools analyst, and I'd be happy to share more about the process for the Affordable Housing Trust Fund recommendations tonight. In the fall of 2023, the advisory committee reviewed and recommended updates to staff for the annual request for proposal criteria. That RFP was released in January of 2024. It was open for 9 weeks. We added a week this year because of the ice storm, and 4 eligible proposals were received in March. Those proposals are posted on the city website, and then a public comment opportunity was noticed in March. The Affordable Housing Advisory Committee formed an evaluation subcommittee, which then met twice in April to hear public comment, ask questions from the applicants, and then score those proposals based on the criteria that had been developed earlier. The full committee then reconvened at the end of April to review those scores and rankings of the proposals and discussed the award options and make a funding recommendation to staff. As noted, we had 4 great applications this year. They all scored well, but this year we only had sufficient funding to support 2 proposals at their requested funding level. And that final funding decision always comes to City Council for your decision.
What were their scores for the 4 projects?
Sure, I could just share them with you. The Floral Hill proposal scored 40 points, and this is out of 60 points. There's a 60-point scoring matrix, basically. Floral Hill was one of the proposals, scored 40 points. Nelson Place scored 46.75 points. Rosa Village scored 47.25 points, and the Lucy was 47 points.
Okay, pretty close. Floral Hill was the least lowest scoring one. Okay, thank you for that. That was very helpful. And did they basically make their recommendation based on the scores and the available budget?
Right. It was based on the budget, the scores. There was a rich discussion among the committee members, of course. They really felt that all 4 proposals were worthy of funding, and unfortunately we had to narrow it down to the top 2 this year.
Yeah, I would point out that the City Council chose not to have the construction excise tax, the CET, as many other cities did, go to the full 1%. And so we had half as much money available for affordable housing projects like this that we could have had. Had we done what many other cities had done and go up to the full 1%, we would have been able to fund all of these projects, I believe, or close to. And the fact that the only affordable housing projects we get are the projects that we subsidize. There's no market-based affordable housing projects that I've heard of. Leads me to conclude that without sufficient funding, from these incentives, affordable housing is just not going to be built. And if we continue on the path that we're on, we're never going to meet our affordable housing goals. But we'll get a heck of a lot closer if we had a full 1% on the CET than if we just kept it at 0.5%, because that's the only thing that's making these projects move forward. Our subsidy. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Councilor Semple.
Thank you. I just want to say I went on that tour of housing funded by this. So, and it's just, I was so impressed. The 4 projects were very different. Some completed, some barely started. But I was really impressed with the quality and the thoughtfulness of the projects. And I think that this is money really well spent. Not only do we need this housing, but these projects are helping certain niches of people, and they're beautiful. So I support them. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. If there are no other comments, we have a motion on the table. All in favor, please raise your hands. 2, 6, 7, and that passes 7-0. Thank you so much. Okay, with that, we're ready to go on to consent calendar 1, and I'll turn to Council President.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve the items on consent calendar 1.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. And that passes 7-0. Thank you. And now we're ready for the next action item, initiation of land use code amendment for 2024 land use code maintenance package. And I will turn this to the city manager to introduce. We're not hearing you, Sarah.
What in the world is happening? All right, thank you, and I apologize. Tonight, the Eugene City Council is scheduled to act on the initiation of amendments to Eugene Code Chapter 9, the Land Use Code, related to regular maintenance and changes in state law. City Council initiation is required for legislative amendments to the Land Use Code, but initiation does not infer that City Council supports the amendments. Rather, it begins the public process through which staff will prepare a set of potential code changes for consideration by the Planning Commission and then the City Council. Thank you.
Now I'm doing it. We're out of practice. All right. Councilor Keating, if you could go ahead and put a motion on the table.
Thank you, Mayor. Move to initiate land use code amendments for the 2024 code maintenance process.
Second.
Okay, any questions or discussion on this? Okay, seeing none, I'll just put it to a vote. All in favor, please raise your hands. And that passes 7-0. Thank you very much. And now we are ready to move on to the votes on the appointments to boards and commissions. And I think we could just roll into that. So I'm going to just turn to the council president to start out with the top of that list, the budget committee.
Thank you, Mayor. Move to reappoint Jesse Maldonado to the budget committee for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2028.
Second.
If there's any discussion, don't see that. All in favor, please raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That passes. Congratulations, Jesse. Thank you. Next up.
Thank you, Mayor. Move to appoint Wendy Simmons to the budget committee for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2028.
Second.
Any discussion, comment on that? Okay, all in favor of Wendy Simmons, please raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She passes. That's 7-0. Congratulations, Wendy. Next one.
Thank you, Mayor. Move to appoint Morgan Mann to the Budget Committee for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2028.
Second.
Any comments on that? Questions? All in favor of appointing Morgan Mann, please raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She passes. Congratulations, Morgan. All
Point
right.
of clarification, Mayor, I believe Morgan identifies as he, him.
Oh, I'm sorry, Morgan, he, him. Thank you for clarifying that. Civilian Review Board.
Thank you, Mayor. Move to reappoint Clay Neal to the Civilian Review. Move to reappoint Clay Neal to the Civilian Review Board for a 3-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. 1, 2, 6. Passes 7. Congratulations, Clay. And next up.
Thank you, Mayor. Move to appoint Brittany D'Alicio, and apologies, Brittany, if I'm mispronouncing that. Move to appoint Brittany D'Alicio to the Civilian Review Board for a 3-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. That's 7-0. Congratulations, Brittany. Human Rights Commission.
Thank you, Mayor. Move to appoint Martha Baldwin to the Human Rights Commission for a 3-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. Passes 7-0. Congratulations, Martha.
Move to appoint John Bradley to the Human Rights Commission for a 3-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. Passes 7-0. Congratulations, John.
Move to appoint Alaire Fajardo to the Human Rights Commission for a 3-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. Passes 7-0. Congratulations, Alaire.
Move to appoint John Fisher to the Sustainability Commission for a partial term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2025.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. That passes 7-0. Congratulations, John. Toxics Board.
Move to reappoint Daniel Sharp to the Toxics Board for a 3-year Move to reappoint Daniel Sharp to the Toxics Board for a 3-year industry representative term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Passes 7-0. Congratulations, Daniel.
Move to reappoint Anthony Baranti. Move to reappoint Anthony Baranti to the Toxics Board for a 3-year industry representative term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Correction, that was appoint, not reappoint.
Right.
Second.
Got it.
Yep, got it. Thank you. Apologies.
All in favor, please raise your hands. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That passes. Congratulations, Anthony. Planning Commission.
Move to reappoint Daniel Isaacson to the Planning Commission for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2028.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. That's 6. Opposed? 1. Passes 6-1. Congratulations, Daniel. Historic Review Board.
Move to reappoint David Edrington to the Historic Review Board for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending June 30, 2028.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. That passes 7-0. Congratulations, David.
Move to appoint Haley Pratt to the Historic Review Board for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending June 30, 2028.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. That passes 7-0. Congratulations, Haley. Police Commission.
Move to reappoint Jensina Hawkins to the Police Commission for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2028.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hands. That passes. Congratulations, Jensina.
Move to reappoint William Parham to the Police Commission for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2028.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That passes. Congratulations, William.
Move to appoint Alan Lehman to the Police Commission for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2028.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. That passes 7-0. Congratulations, Alan.
And I might clarify, I believe it's Alan Lyman, but
There you go.
apologies, Alan. Continuing, move to appoint Tina Thorson to the Police Commission for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2028.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. Passes 7-0. Congratulations, Tina.
Move to appoint Jack Rad. Is it Rady or Ratty?
Rady.
Move to appoint Jack Rady to the Police Commission for a 4-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2028.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. Passes 7-0. Congratulations, Jack.
Move to appoint Amelia Fox to the Police Commission for a partial term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. Passes 7-0. Congratulations, Amelia.
Move to appoint J.C. Price to the Police Commission for a partial term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. That passes 7-0. Congratulations, J.C. Willamette Citizen Planning Committee.
Move to reappoint Sharon Roberts to the Willamette Citizen Planning Commission. Move to reappoint Sharon Roberts to the Willamette Citizen Planning Committee for a 3-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. Passes 7-0. Congratulations, Sharon.
Move to reappoint David Skonixkin to the Willamette Citizen Planning Committee.
I think that's a typo. It's at Sonicson. I think it's a typo.
I'll start over. I thought it was just the head full of allergy medication.
No, I think there's not supposed to be a C in there.
Move to reappoint David Sonicson to the Willamette Citizen Planning Committee for a 3-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. Passes 7-0. Congratulations, David.
Finally, move to appoint Nick Sloss to the Willamette Citizen Planning Committee for a 3-year term beginning July 1, 2024 and ending on June 30, 2027.
Second.
All in favor, please raise your hand. And that passes 7-0. Congratulations, Nick. Thank you all. And I just want to say that's a lot of new appointments, and it is a credit to our community to have that many people step up, willing to serve. Many of those are demanding roles. They're incredibly important roles. And as council and as mayor, we conducted a lot of interviews. We talked to many more people than we just appointed. So I often say we have an embarrassment of riches here. There are many, many talented and willing people who are prepared to step up and do good work on behalf of the community. And so we thank you all. Thank you all for applying. and congratulate those of you who got an appointment this year. And with that, we are adjourned. Have a good night.